just stand, we'll stand here to make this painless on you. And if you guys want to come up to you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We're here today to welcome Spanish-based solar company Fotowatio to San Francisco. And we have with us, obviously, the mayor to welcome them, Rafael Benjumea, the CEO of the company, and Jose Benjumea, the COO of the company, who has recently relocated his family here to San Francisco. So we are very happy to welcome them here, and I'm going to let the mayor explain why.
Thanks, Jen. And thank you all for taking the time to be here. This number of years ago, we initiated a process of really focusing our economic development strategies here in San Francisco. We decided to organize in 3 core areas. By no means is this an exclusive list, but it was just reinforcing the opportunity and attributes that we think would align with our city in terms of our economic development capacity. And that was in biotech and life science and nanotech. And you've seen a lot of that take shape with the fact that we started with 1 biotech company, now have over 51 biotech companies in the city and county of San Francisco. We organized payroll tax incentives. We organized an advisory committee. We were successful getting the California Stem Cell Institute to locate and anchor their fate and future in our city. And life sciences has really taken off. In fact, we will be announcing very shortly some additional news related to some of our efforts. The second area was digital media and digital arts, taking advantage of the proximity of Pixar and the opportunity to piggyback on ILM and Lucas moving in our city, Orphanage and Wild Brain, and these interesting and creative companies. We organize a similar strategy of outreach and retention and recruitment and organize efforts to streamline permitting and the like. We had a third area that is what we're celebrating today specifically, and that's the green tech focus. A number of years back, we established a similar framework: tax incentives, a payroll tax exemption, an organized effort to bring some of the best and the brightest minds, not just a trivial statement, but substantively. The former EPA director is our chair of a green tech advisory committee and others, and began the process of going out and recruiting green tech companies in our city, not just in terms of energy generation and storage, but energy efficiency in the broader renewable strategies, financing area, et cetera. We also aligned some workforce training focus around this economic development principle, and we partnered with our community college and developed strategies through our City Build Academy, which incidentally has over 1,000 graduates now. One of the real quiet success stories that hasn't gotten as much attention as I think it deserves, that academy and the greening of that academy and the greening of our workforce development strategies. But we decided to take it to a whole nother level about a year ago when we open up an office in China. We called it a China desk. And we said we can really start reaching across the divide, not just with companies in the region, in the state, and the nation, but countries around the world, and go after some of their companies to try to open up North American headquarters here in California, and in particular San Francisco. Again, leading up to the purpose of this announcement. We were successful a year ago. You'll recall Dr. Xi, who was here, the founder of Sun Tech, one of the largest photovoltaic manufacturers in the world, decided to open up his headquarter company here. He started with just a few employees. Only a couple of you showed up, and you said, "What's the big deal about a few employees?" We said, "Well, hold on. Just wait." And then last year he marked 50 employees 10 times. He grew, and this year he'll have over 100 employees, an area where our economy is growing, not contracting. We were successful in subsequently getting through that initiative. Yingli and Trina Solar, as other North American headquarter companies moving to California, moving to San Francisco because of those similar initiatives. That was China. And we also, by the way, have a half dozen other companies that have moved in since we launched that initiative. But we weren't just looking to be exclusive to China or Asia for that matter. We were making the case again to look more broadly around the world. And therein, we are celebrating a new company that is locating its North American headquarters here in San Francisco. This company from Spain, this company in the green tech sector, this company one of the world's leaders in renewable energy, a focus disproportionately on photovoltaic, on solar. Commercial installations, primarily Jose and others will talk in a moment a little bit more specifically about what it is that differentiates their company from others. Their company was benefited, I believe, hopefully will be proven to be benefited by the purchase of another company, a merger of sorts, from a company that was located here in San Francisco. The benefit of that merger or that purchase is that we're getting the talent from overseas in Spain to come and locate here, and getting the cross-pollination, the capacity of extending not just the physical capital and investment, but the human capital and that exchange of people that we will now benefit from because of their announcement here today. Fotowatio is going to start with roughly 50 employees. And I think if history is any guide, we will see this company grow, and we will see it grow at a rate that is arguably going to outperform the growth of other industries. We're a city that, since we launched our green tech initiatives, have been able to attract over 200 green tech companies in just the last few years, and it's just beginning. But the area of photovoltaics, the area of solar, is really outpacing all the other green tech focus. We are really arguably becoming a world leader, not just a regional leader, but a world leader in green tech. And I think there is a reason to be optimistic, because we have organized a policy framework that has benefited this, as I noted with the tax credits and the like. But I think we also have avoided the pratfalls that some cities have of being divided in terms of our organized efforts, meaning this is one where the Board of Supervisors and the Mayor's office, the private sector, the chambers of commerce and the like, all seem to be aligned that this is our great opportunity for growth and expansion. And so that's why I feel like the best is yet to come. So while this is a significant announcement, we hope it's one of many announcements, similar announcements, in the upcoming months and years, and we hope beginning of a real renaissance in terms of creating a future of sustainable jobs, as opposed to focusing on the jobs of the past in the old industrial economy. Just in closing, we also think that the work we've done in terms of local solar incentives have aided these efforts. There's not a city in the United States of America with local solar incentives like San Francisco. A report came out 2 months ago that showed we already, on a per capita basis, have the highest level of solar generation of any city in the state of California, 6 times more on a per capita basis than Los Angeles, interestingly, with a lot more sun, arguably, than San Francisco. So we think these local incentives that are driving a lot of local interest also are driving some interest of companies like Fotowatio to come to San Francisco, because there's an enthusiastic crowd of supporters even outside of City Hall and the policymakers, meaning the public gets this, and there's a real market and opportunity in San Francisco and the Bay Area to scale some of their efforts as well. So it's a proud moment. I want to thank Jen Matz and Michael Cohen and Abstentia and Todd Rufo and others in the Mayor's Office of Economic and Workforce Development. They've been out there on the front lines working hard to recruit these companies. I want to thank the CEO and founder for their wisdom in choosing San Francisco, and I want them to know that they've got a partner at City Hall, and that we're here to support their efforts and support their growth and their success. And we hope they'll also become part of the group of champions that have moved to San Francisco that can, with pride, promote San Francisco to get other like-minded companies here. As the best promotion is word of mouth, and that's how the biotech industry has started to take shape, and I believe the green tech industry is also taking shape. So again, welcome. Thank you for coming to San Francisco, and we look forward to a lot of subsequent announcements over the course of the next number of years as we support and foster your growth. So thank you for coming to San Francisco. Thank you, guys. You guys want to a few words? Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. It's an honor to be here. Allow me to introduce Fotowatio Renewable Ventures. We are an independent solar power producer. We own and operate solar power plants. We provide clean electricity to our customers. Fotowatio Renewable Ventures is a global company, 1/3 owned by General Electric. We own and operate 130 megawatts project in the United States and Europe. We have 1,000 megawatts of clean power development. Our solar power plants save more than 2 million tons a year of greenhouse gas emissions. We are proud to have our U.S. presence based in San Francisco, the center of the innovation in clean tech and renewable energy. San Francisco was one of the first cities to embrace solar, to provide supportive environment for all of us working to build a clean energy future. There is so much talent in this city. I'm proud to be working with a great team of people here in San Francisco. Part of them is here. We have set aggressive goals ourselves, and I'm confident that we will meet them. We will see at the end of the year, but I'm very confident. The success of these current projects and the reasons that I'm so confident is because we have 40 megawatt solar project in the Air Force Base that President Obama visited on May. We have 2 megawatt project solar power plant in Denver International Airport, and we have projects here in California as Macy's and Gap. And now we are looking forward. We have just completed $200 million fund to finance and develop new projects here in San Francisco Bay and all across the United States. We are prepared to achieve tremendous results. Mayor Newsom, thank you very much for your welcome. We see a bright future for solar power, and we see a bright future for Fotowatio Renewable Ventures here in San Francisco. My family feel at home here. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Tell us your name and spell it for us, please.
Jose Benjumea, Jose, and the surname Benjumea. Thank you.
All right, thanks. And if so, folks have questions regarding this announcement, we'll take those now.
Any specific questions to this, guys? If you're here for something else, don't forget this announcement. Yes?
Where exactly are these people going to be located?
There you go. Jose, where are you guys? Where's your...
We're going to stay here. We are now in 44 Montgomery Street here in the financial district.
Right.
What does it say about people who argue that California's business tax laws and everything like that are unwelcoming to businesses here in the state?
Yeah, that's a good question. Why California? Everyone says terrible place to do business, costly place to do business. Best days are behind us. What are you thinking?
We feel very comfortable here in California. I think the regulations support a lot our business here. The tax exemptions that Mayor has been talking about are very important for us, and also it's a very nice city to stay. So that's what I'm business.
And I like to think the workforce is opportunistic, meaning you're finding outstanding people to work for your company, creative folks, and you've got an infrastructure here, not just physical, but again, that human capital infrastructure in terms of your venture capital nearby, your legal and financing sector that's right here as well.
We have a very good structure here. The team is really good. They were here before we came here, so there's a lot of talent here in San Francisco. Also, we have all the companies and suppliers that we need for our business. They are lawyers, as you said, they are technical people. There's a lot of companies that can help us to make us project success.
So you have some job openings?
Sorry?
There are a lot of people out of work here.
Yes.
So you're looking to hire some people.
Yes, we are working. I think the important thing is to have a good project and a profitable business, and I think we have it. We are right now working on it, so if things go good for sure, and I think it's our idea. If this company need to grow, we started this company 4 years ago, only my brother and me right now. We are now in Italy, in Greece. We are in Europe, around 80 people. Now we merge this team. I always say merge because we only acquire assets. We merge this team, 50 people. Some of the founders of these teams are here. So we will continue growing up. This is the way of doing business.
Yeah, that's great.
As
4 years ago.
Any specific projects you're looking at in San Francisco?
Well, there is some project here, the Island Treasure right now. That is Island Treasure Island. Sorry, that we are working on it, and also all around San Francisco in California, we have requests for proposal for different utilities like PG&E out in California. So we have a lot of projects right now here.
What specifically are you on?
Well, there is a program right now that is right now we are working on it to present an offer, but it's not the final.
Installation or something?
Yes.
And solar installation?
There is a program for greenfield in the Treasure Islands, and so for different technologies.
What was the local company that you acquired?
We acquired the assets of MMA Renewable Ventures, and we merged the team.
Anything else on this?
Thanks, guys.
Okay.
We'll let you go.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.